Hello, in this video, we're going to be using our graphing calculator to solve systems of equations. We're going to do two types of systems. We're going to talk about a linear pair as well as a linear quadratic pair. I'm also going to use two types of calculators, our Texas Instruments as well as our Desmos. So let's take a look. So our first example here is a linear pair. And first I'm going to use a Texas Instruments calculator. And I'm going to do this two ways. I'm going to do this first using Scratchpad and doing it algebraically. Because if you just want to know what the answer is and you don't care about the graph, then this is a wonderful, fast way to do this. It's great if you're checking any multiple choice questions on, say, the Regents exam, or checking any of the questions, to be honest with you. Okay, so I'm going to hit Menu, and a lot of this is intuitive. You're going to go Algebra, Solving Linear Systems. So the number of equations, obviously this is something you can change. Your variables, this is also something you can change, but I typically leave them as X and Y. And it's going to give you this wonderful template. And all you need to do is type in the equations exactly the way they're written. So I'm going to go with my first example here. So I'm going to type in Y. Now we have to type in the equal sign, and that is up near the 7. So equals 3x plus 1. Jump down to the next box. Okay, I'm just going to double check to make sure I have it typed in correctly, and I'm going to hit enter. And there you go. Your answer is 1, 4. It's always going to give you the order in the exact same order that it tells you right here. So in other words, what this is saying is we have a linear set of equations that we're going to solve. These are the two equations, and these are the two variables that we're going to use. And then it says, basically, your answer is going to be in the same order here. Okay, let's move on. Let's do this graphically. So I'm going to switch over to my Scratchpad, and I'm going to switch over to the graphing sketchpad. And if you remember, to get your entry line, you hit Tab. And I'm going to type in the first one. Now, your Y is already here. That's your f of x. So all you have to do is type in your 3x plus 1. And now we're going to type in the next one. Now the problem is, in order to type it in, you have to have it solved for y. So I'm going to have to come over here and solve this for y. And I'm either going to have it as negative x plus 5 or 5 minus x. Okay? All right, so I'm going to hit the tab to get this back, and I think I'll just do 5 minus x. It's easier to type. And I can see the point of intersection, but I want to make sure, especially if it's a decimal or fraction, I want to get the exact answer. So I'm going to go to Menu. Menu is the button we hit anytime we want to do anything. And a lot of this is intuitive. We're going to go down to Analyze Graph and Intersection. Now you can have a lot of graphs on here. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to move this, and you can use your click pad. I wonder if it's going to let me move this with my cursor. No? Okay, so I'm going to move this, and I'm going to hit enter you're going to use your click pad. I have a little mouse here that I'm using. And I'm just basically going to draw a box around this. So let me do that one more time for you because that was a little quick. Okay, I'm going to go to Menu. I'm going to go to Analyze Graph. I'm going to do Intersection, and it's going to give me this dotted line here. And if you notice in the bottom corner, it says lower bound. You could have multiple graphs on here, and you could have multiple points of intersection. So you need to move this to one side of the ordered pair. And you're going to hit enter, cementing it down. Then you're going to move it to the other side, of your point of intersection. Notice how the question in the bottom changes to upper bound, and hit enter. And there you go. It's 1, 4. All right, let's look at a linear quadratic. Oh, wait, before we do that, let's bring up our Desmos. Okay, Desmos is super easy. All you have to do, and your screen on your calculator or on your cell phone might be a little bit different than this. So I'm just going to type in the first one, and for these you do have to have them both solved for y. So you're going to type in 3x plus 1. Whoop. I obviously did something wrong there. So 3x plus 1. Perfect. I'm going to click on the 2. Put another equation in here, so 5 minus x. And there you go. And watch how easy this is. You just take your finger or your mouse and you just click on that point of intersection and it tells you. Super easy. Okay, let's go to our next one. Let's go to a linear quadratic. So I'm going to go back over here. I think I'm going to clear all this. So actions, delete all. Okay, and start again. So I'm going to type in my first equation. So x squared minus 5x minus 14. Hit enter. There's my lovely quadratic. I'm also going to type in my next one, which is x plus 2. Hit enter. Beautiful. Now I'm going to go to Menu, Analyze Graph, Intersection. I'm going to find the one that's easy. That's this one over here. So I'm going to hit lower bound, cement that down, click Enter on this one, and I have an answer of -2, 0. Now I notice the other one is up here. I can't see it. So I'm going to go to Menu, Zoom, and I'm just going to zoom out. And it's going to ask you where you want to center the zoom out. I think I'll just click over here somewhere. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Now I'm going to go Menu, Analyze, Intersection, and do the same thing again. Click, click, and it's 810. So my two answers are -20 and 810. Let's do this with Desmos. So I'm going to delete both of those. And I'll type in the first one. X squared minus 5x. Whoops, whatever I did it again. Now, a couple of you had asked me how to see your input-output table, because for myself, I'm requiring you guys to write an input-output table. Actually, not for myself, for Regents 2. You need to put a quick input-output table. The way you're going to see that is you're going to click Edit List right there. So I clicked on that little icon, and it said Convert to Table. And there you have your lovely input-output table. Okay. Let me undo that, and I'll go down and click to line number 2, and this is x plus 2, and I can easily see on the graph point of intersection right there. I'm just going to click on it. Literally, you just touch it. I'm going to zoom out here. This is how you zoom out. You use the pluses or minuses. I'm going to click on the other one. So I've got this point and I've got this point. If you want to find the turning point of a quadratic, you just literally click on it. That's all you need to do. Super easy. All right, I hope this helped you. Good luck.